Okay, could you close the door, please? Yeah. All right. Okay, so currently, I'm at Trader's Nest. Trader's Nest is an engineering workshop of Lee Chong. Lee Chong is does some very impressive work with the shield generators, shield boosters. This particular ship, one of my two Anacondas. I have two now, and actually I'm on my way to pick up the other one. It's not that far away. It's 2 jumps. So what's on today? Today is going to be the day where I start. Well,
Greetings, Commander.
Oh, hi. Sorry, that was voice attack. So, basically, the task in front of me is that I will be starting my mining operations to unlock another engineer by the name of Selene Jean. Maybe I'm mispronouncing her name. Then move on to Marco Quen. Marco is a gateway to yet another engineer that goes by the name of Professor Palin, but that is a long ways away. All of these engineers require a fair amount of effort to quote-unquote gain access to, and then once you gained access or learned of, first of all you have to learn their existence, except for 2 or 3 engineers after 2.1, and then depending on their specialties, depending on what systems you would like to mod, then you would be able to eventually gain access. And once you gain access, then it's just a matter of ranking up with each one of them from grade 1 through 5. So that is the, in a nutshell, engineers. And of course, before any of that happens, require a great deal of engineering cargo, commodity, materials, and data. So materials could be actual materials such as metals, or data packets captured by your various sensors and other instruments. The materials could be mined, surface prospected, mission rewards, or they can also be purchased in excuse me, some limited cases from various markets from time to time. There are literally hundreds of these various elements that each engineering modification requires, depending on the grade, requires a number of them typically, and then it's just a matter of rolling the dice, meaning random number generator based, kind of like a lottery type of role where your actual upgrade is determined. But anyway, the Trader's Nest, I'm sorry, the Trader's Rest, my bad. The Trader's Rest, if you approach it the first time, be very careful, especially if you're flying a big ship, because this is a high G planet environment. It's a 1.3 G planet, and it is for, unless you're a seasoned pilot and very familiar with your ship, responsiveness, even before upgrades, it is extremely easy to crash and burn, literally, as the navigational conditions on the gravitational eddies are extremely strong and very easy to overshoot the pad and crash. So be warned and take extreme precaution. So anyway, we are in the LAXAC system. Show galaxy map. Show galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
And we are going to head over to a starport called Jenner Hub, which is 35 light years, pretty easy. And then we switch ships, and then we'll be heading to a star system by the name of 20 LPUG, which will be our first attempt. It's a star system with pristine reserves. So I get to the starport. I go through the ship configuration, and briefly the reason why I needed a second Anaconda specifically for this purpose. As in any high G planets, vertical thrusters are required for the ship to actually take off. And again, maximum thrusters. It's a pretty nice environment. I'll switch to external view in a little while. So this is Trader's Rest from above. It is on the side of a huge crater in this planet, and as I said, the conditions for landing are pretty marginal. So beware when approaching, especially the first time. Go slow. And if you're new to your ship, I highly recommend a docking computer. Anyway, let's check the jump coordinates.
Disengaging automated flight control routine. Safe travels, Commander.
Thank you. We'll be back. And of course, the target is obscured, so we'll go the long way. So, while we're getting out of mass lock, quick review of the ship. Essentially, the ship is primarily what I call a heavy mission build. It is A-rated with a fair amount of mid-grade, what I consider mid-grade modifications. The shield strength is close to 2000, and the integrity, that's the hull integrity with the military grade hull, that so far has not yet been modified, because that's why I'm trying to unlock Selene. That would make it a fairly powerful craft. The limitation, as with any such craft, has to do with limited cargo space. I only have 128 tons of cargo space. That's after stripping out pretty much everything that I could. But when I was collecting and carrying various engineering materials to get me to where I am, it is simply not enough, and certainly not enough to do any heavy-duty mining. So that is why a different configuration was needed. Without sacrificing some of my modded components or modules. Module storage and even material storage is not currently in the game, unfortunately. It is coming, but not soon enough for me. So the best way for me to accomplish the 500-ton mining requirement of Selene was simply to purchase another Anaconda. I have also considered a T9 freighter, however, a T9 in terms of defense capability and offensive capability is pretty basic. So I decided the risk was too great and decided to go for a second Anaconda. The basic idea for this came from another commander who's also YouTube, has his own YouTube channel. He goes by the name of Rusty Dog. I'd recommend his videos. Learned a lot, and my configuration is a little bit different than his, as you will see, but it is still based on the same approach, obviously. And so far I've had only this one ship for most of the game, ever since I graduated to the Anaconda. The Anaconda is just an amazing ship. The flexibility and versatility of this craft is just really, I think, on the Federation side, it's just really awesome. So even I intend to keep this ship basically forever. The other Anaconda, I'm not certain yet. I may keep it as a trader / miner, and then if that is the case, I will further modify the components it has. Basically, what I've been doing in the few days I had it, I've been transferring modded components, those that are shared between the two ships. Basically, that's another advantage of this particular arrangement. I do not rank high enough, not nearly high enough for the Federation for a federal Corvette, but even if I did, the Corvette is a more of a dedicated warship. It does not have the hardpoint and utility point flexibility of the Anaconda. It has slightly better shields, as far as I understand, and different hardpoint loadout. 2 huge hardpoints instead of 1 for the Anaconda. But at this point in the game, a sufficiently equipped Anaconda is certainly tough enough to be capable of going up against any NPC pirate. At least this particular ship, taking out elite NPC Anaconda pirates is really not a problem, or any other ship for that matter. We are currently in a private group called Mobius, so hopefully we'll meet other commanders and exchange a friendly 0707. That's always nice. Alright, we're approaching the starport, and then after docking, I'll go over the briefly go over the mining configuration for the Conda, and then we'll depart towards 20 OPHE. I have a few other star systems, including the one Commander Rostudon used, but that system is out of the bubble.
Delay C, Mike India, November. Federal Flight Control Channel open. Observe docking protocol.
This route is okay, but I'll start a little bit closer to this particular location.
Landing authorized. Proceed to landing pad 24.
Yes, and I also forgot to finish. I already started the thought, but quickly finish one of the actually the final unlock requirement for the engineer Li Chong is that you need to deliver 200 tons of gold.
Make way for oncoming traffic. Restrict your speed.
That's pretty tough to do on smaller ships. Basically, you have to do it in several increments. And so that was another reason why a second Anaconda in the configuration you'll soon see was used for this purpose.
200 meters from touchdown.
Essentially, I did it in one fell swoop, so that minimized the risk and time invested, both of which are important. We'll enter the hangar because the ship will be stored here.
Systems offline. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
Let's repair the integrity, and then second. I don't have any bounty to turn in. No, I don't. Okay. So, without further ado, I was thinking whether I needed to transfer any component between these two ships, but I do not believe so. So, yeah, this particular starport has the Corvette. Unfortunately, the I'm currently mere ensign, which is about halfway through the rankings, to a rear admiral, which is the number 2 rank from the top down to qualify for this particular ship. The Type 9 was my second choice, but the Type 9, the stock form, the shields, and the armor are quite ridiculous. Of course, it has a larger cargo capacity. It's the biggest freighter ship in the game, but it is really slow, and it's basically a sitting duck. I do not have the skill as a pilot to risk interdictions. I've never even piloted a freighter, but here's the stored Anaconda at this starport. With the modified, inherited and modified components and rigged for 288 tons of cargo capacity. The shields are at 1137, and the armor using the it doesn't have the military hull, but it has the reinforced hull. So it at least it has that with a 6A unmodded frameshift drive. Has a fairly decent FSD range, but we're not going too far with it, so it's not really an issue at this point. If I need it for longer missions, I will certainly make further modifications to it. So I just wanted to show real quick the shield strength and these major parameters. It's got a 6B thruster, again unmodded. I did not want to invest more in this particular ship for the time being, at least. I only have 178 million credits left that's reserved for minor modification and for emergencies such as rebuy, which I haven't had to do yet. Quite a while, but anything's possible. So as we swap it out, again, this is the shield, armor, and cargo capacity setting of this particular ship. Again, this is a essentially a hauler slash trader slash mining ship. Currently, it's rigged for mining. If I need to make further modifications to it, I can do that in the target location. There is a starport. So let's do the swap, and then I can show the number of the corresponding values of this particular ship. So I'm going to retrieve the old ship and store the current ship. I believe this screen will disappear, but we'll get it back. I used the purple skin on this to differentiate. Purple is for the Eagle minions, and of course the yellow is the regular minion. So if for a second we check the shipyard, as you can see, it's been heavily modified. Heavily modified. It's fully A-rated with a number of engineering modifications. The shield rating is 1922. The armor rating is 1838. Not done yet by any means, but currently that's where it is. So that is my primary ship. So how about this guy? The configuration is obviously different. In terms of hard points, it has, I know it's heresy, but it just has a bunch of burst lasers in the even in the huge, and then the three large hard points. It has not, none of them have been modded, as you can see. The medium hard points are occupied by two mining lasers. And then for defense, instead of mining lasers, as I could have opted for, I have opted to install two shock mine launchers in the small hardpoints, again for defense. I may change this, but right now that's what it is. The utility mount, I have a single chaff launcher, I have two heat shrink launchers, 2-point defense modules, and the rest of it is modded. I believe 3 modded shield boosters, A-class, with some and say minor engineering modifications, nothing to brag about. This was done, I believe, by the Dweller, if I remember correctly, so they're not as extensive as what Li Chang can do, but at the time, this was inherited from the other Anaconda. As far as the core, again, 8B power plant, it is sufficient. Not that they carry the A-rated thrusters or power plant here, but the cost of those, and this system has no discount whatsoever, so I paid full price for everything in the interest of time. So this is as far as I was able to go. Instead of the let me compose my thoughts here. The 8A power distributor is a must, so that's I don't compromise on it. I also use A-rated live support, not because I need it, but because the efficiency actually helps. It doesn't cost that much, and the efficiency actually helps extend the FSD range as opposed to lower grade components. The sensors, I haven't bothered. AD, I believe, is the stock, and then of course the fuel tank. Here is where I made some major modifications to the original design. Instead of the 7A shield generator in the other one, this one only has a 6A. However, it is a grade 4 modified 6A. So it is, for a mining ship, it is fairly sufficient, I think. But again, it frees up 64 tons of cargo space, allowing the 7 rated the number 7 module to be used for cargo. Again, I had to make some compromises. The other compromise was, instead of using a 6A fuel scoop, which was preferable and what I have on the other ship, I use only a 5A. Again, for the same reason. The ship carries a single 5B shield cell bank. Again, I do not intend to fight in this ship. Certainly not against the elite federal gunships and elite Anacondas I've been getting lately as opponents, as far as choice of pirate interdictors concerned. But I don't quite understand it because I'm not deadly rated yet. I'm 83% dangerous. I purposely left that in there for some time. There's no incentive to go the final mile, basically. So I have a 5B shield cell, but the reason why I have a B is because I don't have, or at least at that time, and let me check the shop real quick, they did not have the 5A, and they still don't have it. So, alright, so now for the mining stuff. Learning from Rusty's video again, I always carry an advanced discovery scanner. I don't leave port without it, so to speak. For the class 4, a refinery is a must-have with 10 bins. Through those, if you're not familiar with mining, which I'm not. I've only done it once before. And then a 3A collector limpet controller. I also have a 3A prospector limpet controller. I don't believe they have a class 4 of those. They probably do have higher class limpet controllers. If they do, I'll swap this out in the other port. But this is where we are at this point. This is the configuration. And without further ado, let me think for 1 second here. No mission here. Nothing to repair. Everything's repaired. Okay. I'll check the stock. Oh, of course. It's a good thing. I am going to purchase 200 units of, well, you know what? Let me stop at 180 and then we'll see how that works. I want to leave some available cargo space. I have everything else here. All right, show galaxy map. Show galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Yeah, come on, Eden, don't let me down. All right, so.
Comms.
No. Sorry.
Selecting Wingman 3.
20 P. Oh, that's how it's spelled. Let me double check. Sorry about that. Let me double check my notes. And No, it's not 70. That's 20. Oh, there's an H. Alpha UG. If there's an H missing, OPH. Okay, 20.
Comms closed. Selecting Wingman 3.
Yeah, much better. So that's where we're going. Let's mark route, and we are going to go. Yeah, we should be here real quick. It's only 4 jumps, and we are excuse me. We are going to go to AB3. There is a class 1 gas giant with metallic rings. So AB3A. So that is our target. Alright, so on our way, finally.
Landing coupler disengaged. Clear for departure.
Landing gear retracted.
Speed and responsiveness is
You are clear of the station. Federal Flight Control signing off.
quite a big change, but it's not too bad. So one more boost and that should get us out of last long. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. So we got fire groups, discovery scanner, prospectors. I still have some engineering cargo at the moment. Which in hindsight I should probably have reviewed, but for now it is what it is. I'll be needing some of them if I decide to keep this ship.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
And so then I'll be using those. And if anyone's watching, I forgot to apologize for the quality of the broadcast. The until 2.2 is released in hopefully middle of October. using the Rift, there is no second window that can be created, not like the way it was earlier. 2.1 changed all that, and so the primary window is increased. I'm doing a 1.5 super sampling and at maximum resolution,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
but unfortunately that's still the field of view is still compromised. It is still the downsampled image of the of what is being used for the transmitted to the Rift itself. So previously there was a way to hook into the pre-render outbound queue and essentially intercept the stream at the high definition before it got downsampled. Unfortunately, that's currently not possible, but Frontier dev support had confirmed it, so that's definitely back in the feature set of 2.2. Hopefully it's still there. We're excited about that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, so we've got one more jump. And then I'll stop by at the starport. To check on the input controller. See if there's a class 4 available. And then start. It'll be
Fuel scooping.
still be a long process. But won't be as long as
Fuel scooping complete.
as it would be in a lesser ship. Alright, so let's look around here.
Fuel
There
scoop
is
disengaged.
looking for a. Here it is. There's one port here called Charga port. So that seemed like the closest starport in the system. So show system map.
System map.
Okay, let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So that's the gas giant with the metallic ring, and there are others here. So let's check the system description. Oops, actually, it's not much here. Let's go and check this guy. PG 3, 3A. Looking for where it says reserves. Oh, pristine. Okay, so yes, the information was correct. There's even yttrium. Wow. Okay, so 3. bookmark the system. This is kind of risky to do because if I was interdicted, I probably wouldn't have known. But anyway, we're getting close now. Yeah, it's in the OPUG-4 orbit, so. Yeah. So I need to get used to the control layout of this particular ship. It's different than the one I have, but at least it's not a different ship to get used to, although it does feel quite a bit different without the upgrades the other ship has. Anyway, we're almost there. Surprisingly, no interdiction so far, but I'm sure they're coming. I don't intend to engage pirate ships unless there's no other way, or if they're attacked by smaller ships while mining. The other advantage of this particular system is that it has medium security, and it is Federation.
Delay C, Mike India, November. Federal Flight Control Channel open. Observe docking protocol.
So there is some security, unlike the independent system.
Request approved. Proceed to landing pad 10.
Commander Rusty Dog was using for this purpose. But we'll see how it works. How it works out. So we're in the process, and
warning, decrease speed immediately.
but research usually pays off big time. There's just so much good information out there. Sorry, I'm not using the paddle. The horizontal the yaw control is mapped to a little nipple button on my
Warning, landing gear not
test,
deployed.
and it's just overly sensitive.
Landing gear deployed.
But I've gotten used to it the way it is, but it's always overcorrecting. Alright. Enter the hangar.
Landing successful. Engines disengaged. Welcome, Commander.
No. Alright, so quickly. Let's check. I don't think I've ever been here before, so there are no bounties to be had. Check the mission board real quick. See if there is any kind of mining mission or any type of other mission I can use. For example, this is superpower affiliate. That's gives me 1%, so that's cool. I pay for that.
Incoming message.
Alright. And then, alright, Mining Rush. It's also Federation affiliated. Methanol monohydrate, blah blah blah. What commodities? Bromelite. What's the 6 days? Okay. I'm gonna take this because I can use that. I absolutely have no bromelite. So I take that mission. Since I'm going mining anyway. Alright, yeah, that's another mining rush, but there's no rank up, so. And I'm not giving you bromelite. Mining rush for commodity. Oh, seriously? So you give me 4 osmium to give you 2 osmium. It's the stupidest missions I've ever seen. And 50,000. Okay, whatever. It's yeah, that was weird. Anywho, yeah, I'm not getting your synthetic meat. All right, obtaining some leather. Boom, boom, boom. Exceptionally scrambled eggs. Mission data. No. Distorted. Way distorted anyways. Alright, so let's check the outfitting. Yeah, it's interesting. But even with the 6B power plant, it's a little bit of not a lot of power in this ship. Anywho, optional internal. Let's check on this guy if they have. Yes, I do. Okay. So let's upgrade that. That should help the power. A-rated upgrades are more efficient. Okay, so what we wanted to check, I don't know if there is 3A collection limpets. No, I don't think there was. Bigger one, but the prospector limpets. Prospecting limpets, and I don't think there's a larger. No, that's the largest. Yeah, so those are 3. They go up to 3, and then the refinery goes up to. Let me check something real quick. Refinery, yeah, those go up to 4. There's no 5. Okay. Quick thing here. Power plant. Yeah, this is the 162. Nope. Can't afford it. This would be 30 some, but it would extend the 34, 70. This should be workable though. let's see. I think I can splurge on this. It doesn't really matter because if I sell the ship after all, I'll get that back anyway. Let me look at the power here. Ooh, it's ugly. Of course, I upgraded the shield cell bank. Frame shift drive. Yeah, that's not enough. Fuel scoop
Shields online.
number 2. Everything else is number 1. Okay, a shield generator. Okay, I may have to drop down in the huge hard point. I may have to go with pulse. The reason I prefer turrets at this point is because you can set turrets to fire and forget, whereas anything else, gimbal fixed, you have to manually target. So okay, 3410. We may still be over 103. Actually, okay. The frame shift drive. Okay, why is it? Can't select. Here it is. Yeah, this is not a big deal
Shields online.
right now. Although, you know what? I'll make one more change. This I will downgrade to pulse laser. Yeah, pulse laser. Again, I don't want to have to think about it, and I might drop by the Dweller to upgrade them if I decide to keep the ship, or when I upgraded the power plant. There's all kinds of ways to fix that, but right now I think we've gotten to where we need to be, and I have a 5A shield cell. 5A, right? Yeah, 5A. So I think overall it's a reasonably hardened. Check the fire group. Okay, so number one. The scanner. Yeah, that's fine for now. Okay, inventory. Okay. The function is target only. Fire at will. Okay, we'll see. I may have to switch that back. I usually have that target only. And the rebuy on this is, I'm so used to seeing a 30 million rebuy. It's really just slightly under 20, so. Alright. Let's check the mission board one more time just to see if there's another mining mission. And then we'll go mining. Yeah, okay. That'd be nice, but I'm not an ally, not friendly, not anything. Okay. So we are headed over to $6,000.
Ship detach complete. Follow the greens on your way out.
Landing gear retracted.
All right.
All clear. Federal flight control signing off.
Definitely getting low on funds. Well, we'll have to do some money making. Oops, sorry. Once I've ranked up with this draw, graduated as a miner. Sorry. I was tempted to put a third mining laser in the huge hard point, but for now I just want to see how this works, what the feel of it, how quickly can we get what's the rate of progress. Rusty had 4, I believe, total 4 lasers. I'm sure that had made considerable difference as well, but I wanted to have some offensively defensive capabilities in case I need to shake off a more powerful pirate. So it's always good to prepare. But I think the design of the engineers, although it's been hotly debated, I myself, of course, I wasn't in a position to really worry about it until I had enough capital and had a big enough ship that I considered was a good platform to build on, which was the Anaconda. But upon, when they made the subsequent fine-tuning of the mission system, and although obviously it's not perfect, I think the material storage and that was a glaring oversight, in my humble opinion, especially that carrying this material with you, it really is quite restrictive, even with powerful ships. And not everybody, especially newer players who do not have the capital, afford to do that, and because it's a risk, carrying everything with you, and plus it prevents you from using smaller ships. You can switch over. You can, if you want to do a mission where only a smaller ship will do, well, either you sell everything you've worked hard to gather as you intend to use. Those mission rewards, or you just can't do it because you're stuck with what you have, unless you're willing to sell everything and start all over again once that mission or whatever task you want to do is done. Which is just, it's just not. It's needless, and it's just not optimal, not by any means. All right, so being interdicted by a pirate. Nice. Okay, who do we have? Okay, well,
Under attack.
let's see how we do. Gang's in the lane, so let's see how. So yeah, the clips are here, so that's good. This is kind of boring, so we'll switch back to target only. this is just...
Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
These weapons are really not optimal.
Target destroyed.
Okay, what do we have? Alright, so... Oops, that's not the... That's where we went to. Yeah, no, it's 2. On my way to 3. Okay, so we need to retarget. Not gonna go anywhere near the res extraction site. These are metallic rings. We do have a prospecting drone configured, so hopefully I'll catch the metallic ring here. We'll see what this one gives us here. And then get to teen down.
Hull integrity.
So these may not be I'm not sure how much. These I don't think these are metallic. Okay. Okay, well. Okay. So we have out of range. Let's see what the prospector. Let me check that. Like that. Self launcher. No. The heat sink should not be here. Okay, so post. Okay, that's not good either. So. Two, one. Okay, so this is not a metallic asteroid.
Programming limpet drone.
Let's see what it is.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Oops, forgot to. Okay, so we got minerals here. Okay, this was a dud. Okay, so this is definitely the wrong. Yeah, this is not a metallic. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Show system map.
System cartography.
Show system map.
System cartography.
Okay. So we have. Is that okay? Okay, world. So there's nothing in here. Okay, so that's not. I think I need to go to the. To 3A actually. Sorry, I'm at 3A. I need to go to 3. So let's do 3. So the now the there's one rest site. But over here, it's in the shadow. Yeah, I may not be able to find what I need here, but I will. Okay, so 3A is what we're looking for. That's so tiny compared to this. Okay, but there's no ring. Or is there? This is where the atrium was. No, there's no ring, so okay. I'm not gonna go to the rest site, but somewhere close might be the right one. And that's over. So that's over at 2. So 2 might be the right. Yeah, that definitely looks like icy rings and then the metallic one. Well, as they say, every beginning is hard. But so far it's not a bad spot. At least there is system security. Okay, so I'm not sure if the... I think... Let's try the... Getting closer a little bit to the... Hoping these are... You're wrong, but... Let's check here. Could be just ice. Yeah, I don't think it's...
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat. Warning,
Let's see. Oh yeah. So these are definitely... Let's find... Yep. Okay. Okay, so Let's try.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Oh, nice. So at least we got chromosomes and the Minion. Okay. What do you mean out of range? How can it be? How can it be out of range? That's weird. How close to, oh, okay, here we go. Alright, here goes nothing. Okay.
Cargo suite deployed. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Okay, so it seems so I might need to add one more collector controller. Wow. Okay, so this thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, I definitely need to add. Oops. This is really scary. It looks as if the asteroid about to smash into it. Like I said, that really it's depleted. Wow. Okay. Let's go to the other one. Oh, crap. Need one more. Okay. Yes, why is it